In the second lesson for 8.0, day 2, we're going to take a look specifically at how angles compare to sides in a right triangle. Given right triangle ABC, we see angle C has the right angle at the bottom. So recognize that the side length directly across angle C is the hypotenuse. So let's go ahead and label that on our picture. And the hypotenuse is always the longest side in a right triangle. So then if angle C is the right angle, angles A and B are called acute angles. That means each of them have to measure between 0 and 90 degrees. That's a degree symbol. We'll fix that. You can't have two right angles in a triangle, and if you have one right angle, we can't have an angle that's bigger than 90 degrees. So as we think about how sides compare, what I want to do is start with an angle specifically, one of the two acute angles. From angle A, let's put an arc on A, and it says BC. So BC is the side length that's directly across from angle A. We would call that the opposite side. Directly across from your angle is called the opposite side. And then segment AC, the segment that is right next to it, so just kind of drops right down here, that has another name for us. That's called the adjacent side. And then AB, we've already defined that. That is the hypotenuse. Anytime we're looking at a picture, if we know an angle and we're trying to compare sides in relation to that specific angle, we use words like opposite side, adjacent side, and hypotenuse. Now, if we switch angles, the whole thing kind of flips around. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to erase what I've already marked on the picture, except for the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse isn't going to change. But now if I take a look at angle B as my start angle, so from angle B, now I'm going to put my arc, I'll just put a double arc up here. Now BC, that's the side that it's closest to. So I'm going to just do a little arrow there. BC is the adjacent side from angle B because it actually touches it. AC is all the way down at the bottom. That's the opposite side. And AB actually doesn't change. AB stays the hypotenuse. Utilizing that terminology with different pictures. So down below, we don't really have anything extra written out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you draw a triangle with me. Let's go ahead and draw a triangle with a right angle kind of up here at the top. And I want to connect it like so. I'm going to put my right angle at the top right there. Would you draw that with me as well, please? And let's call this triangle, let's see, STU. Now, if angle U is the 90-degree angle, we should be able to tell right away which side length is the hypotenuse. That will be from S to T. You always want to know which one the hypotenuse is because that isn't going to change regardless of what angle you're using that's acute. So let's start with angle T. We're just going to do this one time. If I put an arc on angle T, what side is the opposite side? So the side opposite angle T. Can you fill in that blank? And you're either going to write US or UT. You just label the side length. And then we're going to do side adjacent to T. What side length do you think is opposite? What side length do you think is adjacent? Well, if we're thinking opposite first, I'm just going to go arrow up right there. You could say segment US or you could say segment SU. Both of those letters represent that opposite side to angle T. And then if we want adjacent, adjacent actually connects to angle T, but it isn't the hypotenuse. So that's the one that kind of does that little loop over to the side with that arrow. That's segment UT, or you could even say segment TU. And that's literally all we're going to do in 8.0 day 2, is just look at that terminology, opposite side, adjacent side, and hypotenuse in a right triangle.